この一族の器の浅さを。
So in today's video, I'll be going over 5 new tips. Trust me, it's getting increasingly difficult to find things that you guys don't already know. For this video, I had to pull some tips from when I started playing the game, but I tried including some tips that might be useful for those that have been playing for a while. Let's get started. Tip number 1 is making sure you're using your stamina efficiently. You may notice that your stamina refills over time as long as it's below around 1100. Once you're above that threshold, however, the stamina stops refilling. If you're the type of player who has more than 1100 stamina all the time, then you're missing out on free stamina. With this in mind, I usually exhaust most of my stamina before I collect my daily missions and achievements. Once I exhaust those, I collect more stamina from guild attendants, raid coins, and the consumable store. By doing this, you'll reap the benefits of earning free stamina. Tip number 2 is saving your Dark Dragon raid keys until you're able to beat it on difficulties 5 or 6. Each day you get 2 opportunities to clash with the Dark Dragon. You can get more chances by using Dark Dragon keys, which are obtained from chests from your daily boss raids. Though most people use them immediately, it is better to save them up until you can beat the Dark Dragon on difficulties 5 or 6. This is because the rewards from those difficulties grant equipment and accessory chests for 4 to 5 star items, whereas difficulties 3 and below gives you chests for 3 to 5 star items. Your chances of getting a 5 star item will be higher in these higher difficulties. Tip number 3 is cancelling enemy attacks with Ultimates and Cain skills. This will prove useful in almost all parts of the game. Though not all ultimates will stop an enemy's attack, most will. I won't list all of them, so you will just have to experiment for yourself. This is very helpful against bosses that pierce your team, such as Dark Lord or any dragon boss. You can see here in my fight against the Dark Dragon, as soon as it's about to perform its attack, I use Odin's ult, which stopped it in its tracks. Then when it's about to attack again, I can interrupt it with another ult like Dark Lord's ult here. By timing your team's ult efficiently, you can increase your survivability against bosses by a decent amount. If you're struggling with a particular boss, or you always die when the boss has a sliver of health left, this may be the tool that pushes you over that hurdle to victory. On a similar note, Cain can avoid some enemy attacks by timing his skills correctly. While using his skills, Cain experiences a few frames of invincibility. While the dragon is attacking, Cain can avoid some of the hits by using his slash, his lightning, and he can cancel an enemy's attack with his ultimate strike. Pretty useful tip if you're in a pinch, or if you need to squeeze out some last minute damage to boost your raid score. Tip number 4, don't underestimate my waifu Rachel. Everyone puts the only 5-star healer Yui on a pedestal, and for good reason. However, not everyone knows her 4-star counterpart Rachel can be pretty useful herself. This is because when her skills are maxed, Rachel grants the entire party 23% defense, 50% health, and 12% crit. The crit rate may not be that impressive, but the defense and health passives will do your party wonders in terms of survivability. If you find yourself dying too quickly, give Rachel a try and put her in your party. She's great for raids and hard-hitting bosses. She pairs well with Vivian, whose skill grants 30% defense when maxed. And tip number 5, you can buy Cain shards from the raid store even after you've transcended him 10 times. However, the daily limit you can purchase now is 100 shards per day. After you've obtained 750 shards, or roughly 8 days, you can sell his shards for 5 rare souls. The best use of these rare souls would be exchanging them for green scrolls from the soul store, or saving them up until you can purchase a costume for your lovely waifus. And that wraps up my 3rd entry into my tips series of videos. If you guys learned something from this video, then please drop the video a like. If you've actually watched the video up to this point, then what are you doing? Hit that subscribe button if you haven't subscribed yet. I plan to do more Swordmaster story content, along with other similar types of games. You owe it to yourself if you're this far into the video. Thanks again for watching everyone, and I'll see you in the next one.